When the moon listens, in the heart of Umuez village, where red earth roads coiled like sleeping pythons and tall palm trees swayed with the whispers of the wind, life moved at the rhythm of tradition. The cock's crow began each day, the pounding of fufu in the evening marked its end, and the moon at night was the village storyteller. It was here that Obi, the son of a humble palm wine tapper, first saw Adana, the only daughter of the late schoolteacher, Na Anyanwu. She was carrying a clay pot from the stream, the evening sun falling on her face like soft gold. Obi, returning from the farm, noticed her struggling to balance the heavy pot. He stepped forward without asking, lifted it onto her head and offered to walk with her. That was the beginning. From that day, Obi began finding excuses to fetch water. Sometimes he would arrive at the stream even when his family had enough water at home. He was not alone. Many young men admired Adana. She was beautiful in a gentle way, with eyes that carried kindness. She was not rich, yet she carried herself with dignity. She had finished secondary school, which in the village made her one of the most educated young women. Obi was different from the others. He was not smooth-tongued, nor did he try to show off. He spoke simply, but every word carried weight. When he laughed, it was from the heart. Slowly, affection grew between them. She kept some of her best vegetables aside for his mother. He brought roasted groundnuts for her after farm work. They began to share dreams. Obi wanting to buy a motorcycle for transport business, Adana hoping to open a small provision shop. By the moonlit village square, when children gathered to sing and elders sat to tell folk tales, Obi and Adana would sit apart under the great Udala tree, talking quietly. Adana, Obi said one night, I have little now, but I swear I will build something worth your love. She touched his hand shyly. Obi, I am not looking for wealth. I want peace in my heart, and you give me that. The moon listened to their promises, but love in Umuez was never private. The village watched. Gossip spread faster than Harmattan fire. At Nkwo market, the women whispered, Have you seen Obi with Adana again? Yes, oh, every evening like shadow and body. But can a poor farmer's son marry the teacher's daughter? Worse still, Adana's uncle, Uncle Okoro, who had assumed guardianship after her father's death, did not approve. He believed she deserved better. His choice was Okiki, the wealthy palm oil merchant, older with 3 wives already, but rich enough to build her mother a new house. One evening, Uncle Okoro summoned Adana. Adana, listen to me. Obi is a good boy, but goodness does not fill a pot. Okeki can give you comfort. He has promised to help your mother. You must stop wasting time with Obi. Adana's heart sank. Uncle, I cannot marry a man I do not love. Love? Okoro scoffed. Love does not buy salt in the market. From that day, her uncle forbade her from meeting Obi. Okeki, hearing the whispers of Adana's affection for Obi, grew angry. He was not used to being denied. He began flaunting his wealth, riding through the village in his lorry, spraying money at festivals, and sending gifts of wrappers and jewelry to Adana's compound. One afternoon, he arrived at their compound with a goat, a keg of palm wine, and a promise to sponsor Adana's younger brother in school if she agreed to marry him. Adana's mother, torn between her brother's pressure and her daughter's tears, sat quietly. That night she told Adana, My child, I know what is in your heart. But life in this village is not easy. Sometimes we women must marry for survival, not for love. Adana wept. Mama, I would rather fetch water all my life with Obi than ride in Okiki's lorry with an empty heart. Meanwhile, Obi felt the weight of poverty pressing on him. Rumors spread that he was too small for Adana. Even his own father warned him, Obi, love without money is shame. Can you marry a woman when her uncle curses you? Think well, Obi lay awake many nights, staring at the raffia roof of his hut. He decided to leave the village for Onitsha to seek work. Before he left, he met Adana secretly under the Udala tree. Adana, he said, holding her hands tightly, I must go. If I stay here, they will destroy our love. I will work, I will save, I will return. Adana nodded, tears in her eyes. I will wait. No matter what they say, Obi, I will wait. And so he left. The years without Obi were hard for Adana. Okeki did not relent. He sent more gifts, which she rejected. Her uncle scolded her daily. Market women mocked her. Your mates are marrying Adana. Are you waiting for a poor farmer to return with gold from the city? Even children teased her with songs. Yet she endured, holding on to the memory of Obi's words. At night she would sit by her window, staring at the moon, whispering, Obi, wherever you are, remember me. In Onitsha, Obi worked as a bus conductor. He woke before dawn, shouting routes, collecting fares, fighting with passengers, enduring insults. He ate little, saved much. He sent small money home to his parents, and through a trusted friend, he sent gifts to Adana, a wrapper, slippers, a necklace. Life in the city was harsh. He fell ill once, slept on cold concrete floors, but the thought of Adana's waiting heart gave him strength. After 2 years, he had saved enough to buy a small motorcycle. It was not much, but it was a beginning. Obi returned to Umuez leaner but stronger, riding his motorcycle proudly. The village buzzed with gossip. Obi is back! Hey, he even has a motorcycle now. Maybe poverty did not kill him after all. That Sunday after church, Obi walked with his parents to Adana's compound, carrying palm wine. He knelt before her uncle and declared his intention to marry her. The compound fell silent. Uncle Okoro frowned deeply. So you think one motorcycle makes you a man worthy of my niece? Adana's mother, her eyes wet with tears, spoke softly. Okoro, let the girl choose. Is it not her life? The elders were divided. Some said Obi was too small. Others said his determination showed he was a real man. Finally, the women of the village, led by Mama Neka, rose and said, Let love lead. If she chooses him, who are we to stand in the way? Adana, shy but bold, stepped forward and placed her hand in Obi's. He is my choice. Their traditional wedding was filled with music and dance. The air smelled of jollof rice, palm wine flowed, drums beat into the night. Obi and Adana sat side by side, radiant. Their hands joined as the elders blessed them. Okeke, humiliated, did not attend. He later left the village, bitter. Uncle Okoro sulked but could not resist the will of the people. That night, under the same Udala tree where they had once whispered promises, Obi told Adana, Do you remember I said I would build something worth your love? She smiled, resting her head on his shoulder. You already did. You built my happiness years past. Obi's motorcycle business grew into a small transport fleet. Adana opened her shop in Nkwo Market. Together they built a bungalow at the edge of the village, raising children who grew up listening to the story of their love. And whenever the moon rose high, Adana would tell her children, The moon once listened to our promises, and it kept them.